Hi folks, Phil here with Phil's DIY. I'm here to bring you another video. I am sitting in my bathroom. I'm actually physically sitting on my toilet, but not using it, don't worry. But I have a bidet toilet seat, which has a heated water cleansing wand. If you have one of these, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't have one yet, you should seriously consider getting one. It's very helpful if you have issues down there, and it gives you a nice cleaning after doing your business, and I really like it. It saves toilet paper for one thing, because you're not using hardly any toilet paper to wipe, because you're using water. There are some health benefits to using a bidet toilet seat. You can read about all of those. I'm going to try to put some links down below in the description section that tells you some of the benefits. This video is being sponsored by the manufacturer of CleanSense toilet seats. I reached out to them and explained that I've had their seats for many, many years, I think over 10 years. And they were gracious enough to send me a replacement one for this one that's starting to fail. And I wanted to give them a shout out and to say thank you so much for sponsoring me. I will put a link in the description for how you can order one of these. You would get it through one of their online distributors. And there will be a link below. And if you enjoy what I'm doing, please remember to give me a thumbs up on this video, as well as clicking on the subscribe button. And let's get to it. So let's open this box up and unpack it. It has the instruction book and a user's easy manual. Put that aside. And it has a bag full of parts for installation. This is the remote unit. And here's the actual seat. Okay. Let's get started. Water's off. And undo these lines, or this line. This is the water supply line. This is the T that's supplied with the seat in the box, and everything is hand tight. Okay, so there we have that. There's a tab under here that releases the seat from the bracket. There's some water dripping out of the unit, because I think there is a small storage tank in there where it holds hot water or heated water. All right, next I'm going to take this plate off, which is the holding bracket for the seat. If you're installing one of these seats for the first time, obviously you won't have this bracket. Your seat will just be attached to the toilet using 2 screws or bolts right here. So you would need to undo that to take your old seat off. And I'm going to do roughly the same thing here by undoing the nuts that are holding this bracket in place. This one is going to need a crescent wrench. Just loosen that enough to turn by hand. I think there's a rubber ring or a grommet in there. Yes, there were rubber grommets. Okay, I have the new bracket. This is an adjustable cross member here. It's got teeth on it so that once you have it set in the right place, it will not move. So I'm just going to place it, roughly here. I'm not measuring anything with a tape measure or anything. I'm just eyeballing it. And I'm going to set it in place and do a loose fit so that I can put the seat on it and then check it for proper fit of the seat, and also the tilt angle so that the seat sits straight over the bowl. So I'm just going to set it in place here. That's eyeballed it, and then I'm going to put the plastic bolts in. And this is the second of the bolts that hold it in place. Okay, this side is still loose. And what I'm going to do is attach the new seat and check it for straightness and alignment. So the seat is designed to slip onto that bracket right here. This is the part that will fit onto that bracket. So that clicked into place. It has a very soft close feature. It actually looks like it's perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect alignment. And so I'm going to then release it and tighten those nuts. Don't need to tighten it too tight, just really snug. And that's it. Put the seat in place. Okay. Next, I reconnect the water line and plug the unit in. I got the T onto the line, nice and snug. Let's turn it a little bit. And then get the T onto the tank. Should do it. Then the connection to the seat. This end goes here. Again, because these have rubber washers, you don't need to make them too tight. I think the recommended is, once it's hand snug, a quarter turn. And we'll test it anyway for any leaks. And if it does leak a little bit, you tighten it a little bit more. Turn. And all connected. Turn on the water and check for leaks. That's the tank filling up. Okay. First we check for leaks. I like to just use a dry paper towel and just wrap it around the connection. And if it comes away with a wet spot, I know there's a leak. Do the same here. It's dry. Check here. And that has a slight bit of water. Maybe that was just residual water on the fitting from the supply line. Yeah, looks good, but I will check it one more time before I call it a day. Okay, and there it is. Installation complete. Now, there is a recommended water filter that could go right here between the T and the seat supply line. I did have one on there before, but I did not get a new one. But I think I will get one and install that in the future. For now, the seat installation is done. The next thing you have to do on this model, this is the model with the wireless remote control. The next thing you have to do is to find a good place for the bracket for the remote to sit on the wall. And it comes with a 3M adhesive strip right here, which is quite strong. And you find a good place on your wall somewhere that's within reach of your toilet, and you stick this on. If you're going to put it on the drywall, you could use drywall anchor and screws, but I have it on the side of my sink. Okay, so I need to get the remote control set up and installed. As some of you may know, I have a solar system in my garage. I have an off-grid garage, and I use that to charge just about everything in my household that can be recharged. And for this remote control, I'm using a AA rechargeable lithium battery. It takes two, so I have two here, and they last about 2 to 3 months on one charge. And when it's done, I just pop in a freshly charged set and recharge the old one that came out, and that seems to work really well for me. And then once you have the batteries installed, you have to set the time on here, and you do that by hitting the stop and child buttons together at the same time. Then the numbers start blinking. You use the power control buttons here to go up and down, and position control to switch between hour and minute. Let me try turning this so that I don't get so much glare. So I'm going to go up in hours. It's 12:48 p.m. So go to that. I'm going to go backwards from 0 since it's closer to 48. 48. And then you hit the stop button to exit the set mode. And then it just clips on to the bracket like so. And you're done. Next thing we have to do is to plug it in. So when you plug it in, it goes through an internal cycle. It checks the water pressure, fills the tank that's inside to start heating it, and it makes a little beep. It tells you it's done, I think. In operation, this seat has a sensor right here, so that when you sit on it, it senses that you're on there and is okay to operate. Otherwise, nothing will operate with nobody sitting here, because it doesn't sense that there's a leg sitting here. Even if you hit the wash button, nothing happens. When you sit on it, the sensor senses that you're sitting, and it then allows everything to function. So when you put your hand here, it starts with a self-cleaning little burst of water. And there's a fan, an air filter fan that starts. And now you can actually have it start operating. I'm going to hold my hand here and hit the wash button so you could see the wand come down and the water start spraying. So it does a self-cleaning bit of water, and then the wand will come out. I'm going to hold my hand here, and then it starts spraying. Now, normally you can either hit stop button, or after a certain fixed time, it'll stop by itself when it thinks you've had enough. I think that's a 1-minute timer or something like that in there. So I can feel the water is warm now. And I'm going to stop it myself by just lifting my hand off the seat. That's how it knows that you're no longer seated, so it wants to turn off the water. And then does a little bit of a flow to clear out the nozzle. And that's it. That's how it operates. As far as programming this, it's fairly straightforward. You can adjust the position of the water nozzle forward and back, depending on your anatomy. it's got a power control for how strong that jet of water is coming out of the nozzle, plus to minus. There is a user preset. The instruction booklet does talk about it, and you can read about it. It's got a wash setting, a bidet setting. The bidet setting goes forward a little bit more than the wash setting. Enema is a stronger jet. Dry is just, it blows the drying fan. So there are two fans on here. There's a drying fan and a ventilation fan, which goes through a filter. And then pulse is what it sounds like. It shoots the water in a pulse mode. Massage, I'm not sure. I've never actually used either of these, but these are different settings for. And then there's water temperature, seat temperature, and energy saving mode for when you're not using it for a while. One last thing about this seat. You do need electric power to power this seat. I have an outlet installed here right next to the toilet. I was fortunate enough that there's actually a sub panel right on the other side of that, on the outside of the building. So I just tapped into that and installed my own outlet. But unless you know what you're doing, and if you do need to install a new outlet, you should call an electrician who can do it correctly and safely. Well, that's it, folks, for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me replace the CleanSense Bidet seat. It's fairly simple, straightforward, and I can't tell you how well it works. It worked so well that I decided to use the same brand and model to replace my old one, which was starting to show signs of old age. One of the fans was starting to make a bearing problem noise, so I decided to just keep with the same one. I had the seat installed for, I want to say, at least 10 years, and it has worked flawlessly. And it saves on toilet paper and doesn't use a whole lot of water. Anyway, I wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, which is the manufacturer of CleanSense toilet seats. They were gracious enough to send me a replacement seat for this one. And if you enjoy what I'm doing on my channel, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.